Jon Favreau and Disney. This is literally me giving this movie a standing ovation. It's that good. So this latest Jungle Book is a live-action adaptation of the original 1967 cartoon, and my word, it's literally amazing. Firstly, the visual effects obviously are like outstanding and amazing. If this movie doesn't win Best Visual Effects this year, I'm going to be very disappointed. The whole movie, I was literally questioning myself, what is real and what is fake? It's realistic. Bagheera the panther looks so lifelike, it's ridiculous. Like, it's crazy, guys. Watching this movie for the visual effects alone is worth it. But the visual effects weren't the only good thing about this movie. It reminded me so much of the original cartoon, which meant so much to me as a child when I was growing up. It was one of my favorite Disney cartoons, and the fact that they use elements like the songs and readapt certain scenes, it was just so special to watch. But they didn't copy the original movie, which I thought was really great. There's a lot of things that have changed, which keeps the film original and also intriguing. The little boy who played Mowgli was excellent, guys. He was so good in this film. The fact that pretty much all this movie, besides certain props and a little bit of set design, and the rest was all CGI, and this little boy could act so well alongside the CGI elements of this film, and the CGI characters was amazing. His reactions to some of the scenes look so genuine, it's ridiculous. It's great. This kid's gonna go far. Then the rest of the cast of this film was perfectly cast. Bagheera, played by Ben Kingsley, was perfection. It reminded me so much of the original cartoon, but he added such a unique and sort of wise element to Bagheera in this film. Bill Murray as Baloo, again, was perfect. He was cracking a few jokes, and he was just such a lovable character, and I thought Bill Murray just brought such a authentic aspect to Baloo, and like his voice just fit the character so perfectly. And then Christopher Walken as King Louie was just perfect. He fit this character so well. And King Louie was one of my favorite characters because I think of Christopher Walken's portrayal. His voice suited the character so perfectly. He kind of wore like a mafia sort of gangster mobster vibe to the character, which I thought was awesome. Like, he's like the king of this like temple, and then like all his little monkey friends are like his like, you know, mafia in a way. So that was really funny. But he just portrayed this character so well. And then the rest of the cast, like Lupita Nyong'o, I think that's how you say her name, who plays Mowgli's mom, the wolf mom, was so great as well. And then Jon Favreau, who directed the movie, he played one of the characters in the film as well. And I thought all the voices just suited the characters so well. They made some of the characters very comedic, but also made some of the characters really lighthearted, so I thought that was great. And then I think possibly the best villain of the year so far was Shere Khan, played by Idris Elba. My word. Shere Khan in this movie was so villainous and so scary. I was even like, yo, this is quite a like fierce villain, you know? He wasn't only fierce, he was brutal as well. There's a scene, I'm not going to spoil it, but I was like sitting there, I was like, whoa, this is a Disney movie, did that just happen? He's pretty crazy, and he's ruthless. What I loved about Idris Elba's portrayal of this character is that I think he has quite a lot of calmness in his voice. So I thought that worked really well because he's a little bit manipulative throughout the film, and because of the calmness in his voice, I thought that kind of portrayed well with the character. But then also there's times where he's just like screaming or like shouting, and like Idris Elba's voice is scary in those scenes. This character was amazing. The CGI on him as well looked fantastic, and I'll honestly say, so far this year, he's the best villain, and he's a tiger. Just saying, like, he was that good. You understood his motivations, you understood the reasons why he was doing these things, and then you were also literally, like, you were scared of him to a degree. Another element of this film I loved was the soundtracks. I had mentioned that the songs were kind of reintroduced, some of the songs, then also just the score of the film. It just worked so well. While hearing it, it sounded like very reminiscent of the original film, but there was definitely a lot of new elements that they added in for this movie, and it was just awesome. I thought the score really just enhanced each scene that we saw and each act that we saw in the film. I could literally rant about this movie for the next 20 minutes, but I don't want to do that. I want you guys to go and watch it. It's so good. It brought me straight back to my childhood. I had so many nostalgic factors in it, and like I just felt like a kid watching it again. Some of the jokes are really funny. The visual effects are stunning, beautiful to watch. The story is simple but effective. It keeps you involved and keeps you invested in these characters. It's so good, guys. You have to go watch this. Jon Favreau did an amazing job with this. I really hope the rumors that him doing a Star Wars film are true, because this movie is definitely my favorite movie of this year. I'm not even lying. Favorite movie of this year. It's a movie that I honestly right now can't find fault in. It's that good. I'm giving this movie a 9 out of 10 flat out, so it deserves that. It's amazing. I'm going to buy this on Blu-ray the day it releases, and I'm probably going to go see it in IMAX again before it's over. In my opinion, it's the best live action adaptation that Disney has made thus far. It's amazing. Again, Jon Favreau and Disney, you guys hit it out the park with this movie. That's all I can say. That's literally all I can say. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe down below, and I'll be doing a Civil War review next week and a spoiler review shortly after that. So if you want to check those, then hit subscribe and then follow me on my various social media channels. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.